The weather's starting to heat up a little bit around Denver, but don't get too used to it. Some cooler temps will move in later this week.
Colorado is unique in that it's really driven by passion.
Passion for hitting the slopes, but data shows that some skiers might be suffering from ski optimism and just losing some money. And we are live at Ball Arena tonight, where the Nuggets are hosting their first playoff game in quite some time. Two people are in the hospital after a house caught fire in Littleton today. South Metro Fire says it started in the garage and then spread to some of the house. Two people were inside the home. Firefighters say one person has severe burns. The other has minor injuries. Luckily, a fire station was right around the corner, and so crews got there quickly.
Certainly, as quickly as firefighters can get to a call like this, the better. So having a fire station nearby certainly helped. In fact, through their efforts, there wasn't fire extension into the living space of the home. The fire did travel in the attic above the garage and over the living space, but they were successful in preventing the fire from consuming all of the belongings inside of the home.
Most of the damage is in the garage of that house. Investigators are now working to find out what caused the fire. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is looking for the person who killed a man inside an RV in a parking lot. Jeffco says on Friday, a deputy was doing a routine check of the Woolly Mammoth parking lot off I-70 near Morrison Road out in the Dino lots. That's when he saw this RV with the door swinging open. Inside, deputies found 57-year-old Matthew Heyer from Denver. He was dead from a gunshot wound. If you have any information, you can anonymously call Crime Stoppers at the number you see there on your screen. They're offering up to a $2,000 reward for information. The Larimer County Sheriff's Office is now looking for this man missing from Glen Haven. They believe he could be lost in the mountains. LCSO says 53-year-old Jerry Allwright walked away from his home on Fox Creek Road on Friday night and then never came back. His family says they got a text from Jerry early Saturday morning saying he was lost in the mountains. LCSO Emergency Services has now been out searching for him. They haven't found him yet, but if you have any information, please call the Larimer County Sheriff's Office. A pair of weekend deadly mass shooting investigations are underway now in 2 states. Law enforcement in Alabama say 4 people are dead and several got hurt after a mass shooting tied to a birthday party there. It happened last night in the small town of Dadeville, about 45 miles northeast of Montgomery. Officials did not say what led up to that shooting, and they didn't provide any information on a suspect. And then in Louisville, Kentucky, police say 2 people are dead and 4 people got hurt after somebody fired shots into a crowd of hundreds of people at a park that night. This happened less than a week after a mass shooting on Monday at the Old National Bank. 5 people died and 8 people were hurt. Officials say they're frustrated with what seems to be nonstop violence in the city.
For this community, this is every night. This is not okay. This has to change. We can talk about the politics of guns. We can talk about mental health issues. We can talk about the breakdown of the family. It's all of it. It's all of it.
Police say there are no suspects at this point, and there is an ongoing investigation. Data from the Gun Violence Archive shows the U.S. has already had at least 162 mass shootings just since the start of this year, 2023. That is an average of more than a mass shooting and a half every single day so far this year. Fire crews are still working on the North Creek fire. That one's burning near Beulah by the Pueblo-Custer County line. This one forced people from 20 homes to evacuate for a while yesterday. They have since been allowed back home. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office says a campfire started this one. The National Forest Service says it's about 50 acres in size. It is 50% contained this afternoon. There are some lighter winds out there today, but officials say low humidity could still mean that fire intensifies. It has been a beautiful day in the Denver area. Sun was shining, the birds were chirping. Lauren, I got a couple flowers trying to bud in my garden.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. Maybe you could bring some in for me. I have none of those. But I am lucky enough to be outside in the 9 News backyard on a day like today, where we do have beautiful sunny skies, above average temperatures, and we're only going to continue to get warmer as we go into the day tomorrow. A beautiful day for any outdoor activities. Right now we're at 62 degrees at DIA, most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains in the 60s. A little cooler further south in Colorado Springs, just 58 degrees there. 40s and 50s in the high country, middle 60s out west, so even pretty warm further west as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at at our 24-hour temperature change. This time yesterday, we're about 10 to 20 degrees cooler. So we saw that warm up move in, and I know a lot of people are enjoying it on their Sunday afternoon. As you take a look at our HD Doppler radar, a huge low pressure system making its way over northern portions of the Midwest there from Minnesota all the way through Canada. But as we take a look here in Colorado, we're going to be nice and dry. We're going to continue to enjoy sunny skies as we go through the next couple of days. In the meantime, we stay mostly clear tonight, seasonal and calm, overnight lows near 35 degrees. Tomorrow, another warm day, and then we see thunderstorms push in for Wednesday afternoon and evening. That eventually changes into a rain-snow mix for Thursday and Friday. I'll have all of those details for you just ahead in my full 7-day forecast.
Well, here's a live look outside at Loveland ski area. Folks getting in some final turns of the season. Loveland closes in less than a month, and we're starting to look ahead to summer already. Many folks are already planning out the next winter season. That is because big ski and snowboard passes are already on sale. As 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry shows us, one study suggests that you may want to really think about just how much time you actually plan to spend on the slopes.
Fewer things excite Coloradans more than fresh snow.
Let's see.
But for others,
Yeah.
like Tom Anderson, it's all about fresh perspective.
That adds up a lot.
Anderson is a partner at the Langston Company, a business that researches what consumers consume. In Colorado, for many, motivation is in the mountains.
Colorado is unique in that it's really driven by passion, and I think skiing and snowboarding plays a really big part of that.
How big is a question Anderson and his team wanted to answer. They conducted a national survey of 1,000 skiers and snowboarders and found something called ski optimism.
There's a sense of nostalgia that is created among skiers and snowboarders for the good times that we've had throughout the season. That sense of nostalgia makes us think that we are going to ski as many days, if not more days, in the next season. But in reality, our data suggests that more than a third of skiers overestimate the number of days that they're going to ski in the next year.
In short, it's easy to get caught up in the feeling. But Anderson's research is there to bring those catching air back down to earth.
We should be realistic about how many days we're going to ski in the upcoming season.
Another interesting takeaway from Anderson's survey is that skiers have more of a negative perception about snowboarders than the reverse. He says snowboarders are actually quite at peace with skiers, but Jenny, skiers feel snowboarders tend to be a little more dangerous on the slopes and reduce the overall level of safety.
That is an old bias, though. That's been around for a long time.
Listen, I do neither of these sports, so I am a neutral party on this. But yeah, he says he was really surprised. He figured, yes, there's like that old saying that they're not a big fan of them, but he thought it would have gone both ways. So he was surprised that snowboarders were really chill about it.
That makes me laugh because it says skiers have opinions and snowboarders are like, whatever, brah. I'm just here to shred some pow.
Absolutely.
How fun. Thank you, Jaleesa.